Heyo guys, what's good, what's happening? Oh my god, I can't even do my freaking intro. How's it going? I'm not even gonna bother trying a retake on that. Anyway, it's freaking 6 o'clock at night. I came home, I got out a little late. I had to do a fix and then I fixed it and here we are. So I gotta piss and then we got some things to run around and do. Did I say it's 6? It's actually 6:30. Something I want to do is, I'm running low on SD cards, like good capacity SD cards. I have a couple of 32 gigs kicking around. What I want to do is get some 64 gigs. Right now, did I tell it to print? I don't think I did. I got to go back upstairs. I'm printing off a handle for the, a mount for the Ender 3, an upgrade that'll allow me to permanently mount a GoPro to the bed. What that'll do is, you know when I'm filming my prints and the bed's moving back and forth real fast and you can't really tell what the hell's going on? Well, it attaches the GoPro to the bed, so when the bed's moving, all you'll see is the head moving around and building it up. So it's gonna look a lot nicer. Also, I'm not sure what the heck happened here, but I printed off another one of these molds and the ass end on this thing got super warped. Still gonna use it, it'll be fine. I just gotta figure out why I did that. Well, I think I know why I did that. The bed was out of alignment and I just realigned it there. So I also Google Home Wi-Fi mount and a Google Home, oh wait, where'd it go? That's the mini mount and the Google Wi-Fi mount. What I want to do is, and I'll explain that in the car, we're going to tune you to 215 degrees C and hopefully we can just walk away and this will get it done. But what I want to do is over here I got the Google Wi-Fi sitting on the desk. I actually want to take it and mount it on the wall up here, like right here. This curtain was open, it'd be a lot easier to deal with. But I want to mount it right on the wall right here so that I can see the garage and get Wi-Fi outside. Because the Wi-Fi should have no problem shooting through the window. But the problem I'm having is when I'm in the garage, I can't get any Wi-Fi out there. So I'm thinking for my first prong attack, put the Wi-Fi in the window, have it blast out the window. I should be able to get Wi-Fi out there then, which would be pretty awesome. So what I'm thinking about doing is mounting the GoPro Session 4, actually, not the 5, the 4. Getting some sort of a lighting system attached. I'm thinking about using those Dollarama USB LED cables that I bought. Where did I got one in the bedroom that I use just to break the darkness so I can see a little bit better at night when I'm in there. And I'm thinking that if I can get another one of those, well, I got a couple of those. I shouldn't say get another one of those. I got a couple boxes of them upstairs. I'm thinking about mounting it to the Ender's, the top bar and throwing a whole bunch of light down on the actual thing. And that might be okay. Like not on the Z axis, I wouldn't put it there. I'm gonna put it on the top support frame. And that might resolve my problem with dark prints, like dark video while printing. I was thinking the other solution is that they have a USB cob light that's like super cheap. I was thinking of getting that just so I can throw a lot of light on it so when I'm printing and I want to make a video of it. Because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I personally love watching 3D prints in fast motion. Some people might not like it, but I think it's awesome. But the problem is I have no SD cards left. I got one SD card in the Sony camcorder, one SD card in my phone, and then the third SD card's in the GoPro I'm filming on right now. And they're all 128 gigs. Now you're probably saying, why do you have one on your phone? It's because I take a lot of pictures and I like to store them on the phone itself because it's just easier that way. So first thing I want to do though is go to the gas station and get some gas because running kind of low in the truck. I'm below a quarter of a tank and I never like getting that low. First thing I got to do though is grab my keys so I can drive the damn truck. Otherwise we're going nowhere fast. And then after that, we'll head over to like maybe Staples or something and see if they have any SD cards on sale. And then I do want to hit up the beer store because the weekend is here as of tomorrow. And I kind of do want to have some liquor on hand. And by liquor, I mean beer because I don't drink hard stuff. All right, let's go. Holy crap, I didn't realize I was filming in 4K. I'm like, holy crap, I only filmed like 5 minutes and I'm already down like super amounts. What the hell's going on? Well, that's what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna go, oh Jesus Murphy. I'm gonna go over to Canadian son of a bitch for gas, Canadian Tire gas bar. This way is probably the easiest way to get there. Let's go. Holy crap. Stay on the side of the road. Stay on the side of the road. Yeah, I got 167 kilometers still empty and that's about an eighth of a tank. But I never go by that kilometer still empty because that can change just by me rugging the throttle a couple times. So apparently they're rebuilding this school on my right. Fricker's getting rebuilt. They're going to be making it. Oh, what did Joe say? I'm not really into the city. He's more into the city stuff. Apparently they're going to be making it a, like they're going to be taking a couple schools that are in really, really, really rough shape, and they're going to shut them down and replace them with that one school. That one school is going to handle 2 school capacities, because one of them's EW Norman and the other one's ET Carmichael. Neither one of those schools has a high capacity of kids, so they're both within range of that one location. So they're just going to make one massive school there and just have a bunch of shit going on there, which means there's going to be more kids in my neighborhood. But that's okay. That's okay. That's going to up the value of my house if I ever did decide to sell, which also, that's okay. I do not mind that. I never want to sell, mind you. Like, I like where I live. I like the location. It's just the house is kind of shite, but my lot is friggin' insane. It's kind of funny though. Remember I was talking on a previous vlog about the houses up on that one road I come down? And I was like, oh yeah, people on this side here that live on this side here, they get a huge area. Oh, there goes dinner, a little squirrel. But they get a huge area of land that they can basically use for their own recreational use. Well, Nikki's been looking to move. Like, she basically wants to move up north. I don't know if she got a job in town here that paid good and she could justify moving out of the south. Because after she's been up here a couple times, she realizes like the north versus the south. The north is such a relaxed lifestyle. The south is go, 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 go. And I noticed that when I was with Bloke. Like, we'd wake up in the morning, we'd have our cup of coffee, maybe have a spot of breakfast. Spot of breakfast. My birthday's just coming out, mate. Anyway, so we maybe have some breakfast, and then it was like, we're in the truck and we're going. We're doing shit. Holy crap, bud. Pick up your garbage can before it becomes a garbage explosion. Anyway, but then you go, 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 go until like 6 o'clock at night. Then you go back home. And then we used to sit down and have some beers, have some dinner. And we were both so bushed that we'd be just shutting down by around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then you wake up the next day and it's rinse and repeat. Go, 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 go. Like, it's ridiculous. And then when she came up here the first time, like, I'm like, sorry for making it a busy weekend, but it wasn't even that busy of a weekend compared to like the shit she does. Like, she's always go, 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 go. Like, I remember she told me a couple months ago that she had to get her oil changed. And when she was down here, when I drove her truck last time, the oil change warning came on the computer. And she's like, yeah, I got to get that done. And I'm like, holy shit, like, how much mileage did you put on this thing in a month? Oh, this might be a bit of a task, trying to get into a lane. I'm going to do it. Hopefully that transport lets me in. He's a little bit bigger than me. I'm going to try and get over a lane. But yeah, like, when she was up here, she realizes it's like, we don't go, 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 go. Like, when she's like, well, let's go out shopping or something. And it's like, we don't have much variety to shop. You got Walmart, you got Winners, you got like we don't have a Costco here in town. How fast am I going? I hate having it on the friggin' how many kilometers left till empty. I like my digital speedometer. I know I could look at the little arrows, but like, that's so analog and past. I like to live in the future, and the future is now. Had to open my window. The friggin' heat in this truck is ridiculous. But anyway, so she's looking for jobs up here, and if she could land one that paid decent, like she was looking at trying to get in at the hospital here, or in at the college teaching culinary, because she has all the degrees to do it. She did it. She actually did it. So like, it's not that she has all the degrees. She was teaching at a college down south, so she has the credentials. Like, she knows what she's doing. Like, she can easily become a professor in college in North Bay and teach culinary management 101. I added the 101 to it. It's probably not called that. And that would pay good. That'd be an OPSU union position, and she'd make friggin' big bucks. So anyway, the story is that she gets houses sent to her all the time because she's looking to move. And she got this house over on that road, Ski Club, and it was only $385,000. And it actually has an ensuite granny suite, but currently it's being rented out to tenants. Now, when you purchase a house, you can actually opt to kick the tenants out. Like, if she didn't want them there, she could boot them out. Or if she wants that extra income, she can deal with them. Like, if they're not dickheads, then why not just leave them in there? If you don't need that space for anything, leave them in there and get the extra income. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, it'd be so sweet. Like if I could sell my house to some developer for like 200,000 or like 250,000 or something like that, because the land's worth more than the house, then I could sit there and turn around and buy that house for 385. I put 200,000 on it, and then I'd owe 285,000. Then I would have this big house with a tenant that's paying some of the mortgage. Plus I'd have all that wooded area to do my bushcrafting and all that fun stuff that I want to do. I keep saying, oh, I wish I had location to do this stuff. Well, I would have location now. I'd have all that area behind the house. Come on, guys. It doesn't stay green that long. Freaking stupid people playing on their damn phones at an intersection. Pick it up. It's $1.94.6 here. That's not too bad. That's cheaper than the Shell station by my house. And seeing how everybody has their gas tanks on the right-hand side, I'll take pumpy number 1. Okay, let's go put some gas in this rig. I'll be right back. I remember when $75 in gas used to get me a half a tank, and now it barely gets me a quarter. That's epic. Gets you 3/8 of a tank, literally. 75 bucks, 38 liters. Jesus Murphy. $1.94 a freaking liter. I don't know who's screwing up at their job, but somebody is. Anywho, let's, I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit and see if we can get out here. See how bad Algonquin is. Oh, that was a stupid idea on my part. Okay, you know what? I might just wait for this van to go and hang a randle. Okay, I might just wait for this Dodge to go, then hang a randle. Nope, I'm going left. I just realized it all cleared up. Yeah, screw that. All right, I'm gonna go to Walmart. Because if I recall correctly, sometimes I don't, they had SD cards there. But yeah, something else I've been doing lately is OMAD, 1 meal a day. Well, I haven't been doing it lately, I've been doing it for a while. But I changed up the schedule. Rather than feeding, because I've been in the office, right? So rather than feeding at night, I discovered I do way better when I feed on lunch. Eat at lunchtime. Just take in 1 meal, bunch of freaking calories, and call it a day. And then I don't eat anymore at night. And I'm not hungry at night either. Usually my hunger right now spikes during the day at around noon, 1 o'clock. It never used to be like that, but I'm in the office and I'm hungry, so I eat. So what I'm gonna start doing is actually something I've been doing that I gotta stop doing, is I've been going to the restaurants and, not the restaurants, but there's a place, it's a coffee shop called Twigs. And I've been going there and getting like, cause they have keto options. So you can get like ham and cheese on a keto bun. But for crying out loud, that sandwich is like friggin' $11. So you do that 5 days and that's 55 freaking dollars. Do that in a month and that's like 333 freaking dollars. Literally, it's the cost of a new printer. I could just cook some shit up the night before in the air fryer, fire it in some Tupperwares, put it in my lunchbox and bring it to work. And that's what I'm gonna do. Well, that's what I plan on doing when I get home, is cooking up some shit. Or making a really big salad with chicken and stuff and bringing that with me to work instead, because that might be pretty ballin'. Say I could check Best Buy, but they close at 7 o'clock for some reason. I don't know why the mall's closing at 7. They used to close at 9 back in the day, but now they're like, oh, 7 o'clock, gotta shut her down. Friggin' stuff and junk. So yeah, a memo came out at work today. Apparently somebody in the office from my group flagged positive for COVID, so that's friggin' awesome. Yours truly might come down with the sickness. Ooh, That was the worst friggin' impersonation of Disturbed ever impersonated. I could have even impersonated it if I wanted to, but that would have been a failboat too. So whatever. Somebody in the office. And they won't tell us who it was too. It's like, it'd be nice to know who's infected so that, not to like pick on them or anything, but to find out if you're in contact with them. One of our guys called in sick on Wednesday, and that's all of it. I got all of his tickets and he hasn't been in the office since. So he's feeling really ill, and I have a feeling it's him, and I came in close quarter contacts with this guy in the friggin' tech lounge, and here I am going to Walmart where there's a lot of people because they didn't tell me who it was, so I don't feel the need to self-isolate because they want to be all friggin' anonymous. Then I'll be more than happy to put other people's life at risk because they want to be anonymous about it, because they're afraid of singling people out and making them feel insecure and shit. It's like, we need to know who it was so that if we were in contact with them, like, we got to know this information. And I even emailed them back and said, can I get the name of the person? Because, like, if they work in my group, chances are I was in close contact with them, and I'd like to know who it is, because I'm probably going to need to jam a swab up my snout and test myself for the friggin' Rona to see if I'm infected or not. And they're like, unfortunately, we cannot release any information at this time due to the privacy of the individual. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna walk around like I don't have it, and if I infect the whole friggin' city of North Bay, then away she goes. It's Rona 2022. Everybody gets it, nobody cares. So, yeah, that's kind of fun. Mind you, I question if I had Omicron my first week back, because Jesus Murphy. I was talking to Joss got infected with the Rona earlier in the week. Actually on Sunday, I think she said she had it. She's probably cleared up by now. It's only a 5-day lifespan on that piece of shit. But she told me all she felt was really, really lethargic, like really tired. And you remember when I was talking about the vlogs, like my first week back, like I didn't really film much because I was so tired. That's why I questioned if I had the friggin' Rona. Because, like, the side effect is being super sleepy, and man, I was like dead to the world. I was like friggin' down on my luck and like really tired and stuff, and really thankful that I had a lot of videos filmed ready to rock. I'm gonna do my usual, park in the back 40s and avoid people to avoid getting dings in my truck. It's funny, that's the first time I filled up or put any gas in my truck since I came back from my birthday. Yes, it is. You know what, I'm gonna go down here at the end. Thank God there's nobody behind me. I would have just confused the shit out of them and they would have went careening off into the friggin' corners. Alrighty. We're down here at Walmart. I'm gonna go ahead and head inside and grab my shit. Talk to you in a bit. Peace. All right, guys, we're done at Walmart. I got, where the hell's my keys? I was already in the ignition. I haven't started the truck yet. But I got two 128 gig SD cards. I was gonna get a 256 for this GoPro and then just and a 128 for the other session. But then they don't have 256s in stock. And I hate buying SD cards off Amazon because you never know. I've bought a couple off there, and 2 out of 4 of the ones I bought were smoked when I got them. So I had to ship them back on my dime. That sucked. Like, why should I have to pay to ship back a broken item so I can get a refund? The shipping is gonna cost the same as the freaking item's refund. So literally, I might as well just take freaking 40 bucks, light it on fire, and call it a day. But I also bought Scampers some treats because Nikki was up one time, and see, Scampers is she's not a fussy cat. She's allergic to chicken. So try and find a cat food out there that doesn't have chicken and or chicken byproduct in it. It's not the easiest task to get done. Lots of products have chicken in it, so it's real pain in the ass to find a chicken-free friggin' cat food or cat treat. Like those Temptations, literally lips and arseholes from a friggin' chicken. I guess it's beaks and arseholes. Remember when she was starting to go back to half cat season? It's because yours truly was giving her a whole shitload of Temptations, and she was having allergic reactions and literally licking the fur clean off her body. Nikki found these kitty cat treats that look like Temptations, but they're pure fish. They're made from like tuna and mackerel and cod and all sorts of other crap like that. So then the one day we went out shopping, we went into the cat aisle. She wanted to see if there was anything for the cat. And then I saw these squeezing tubes and I was like, oh man, they're all chicken flavored. And then she caught her eye on one that was tuna. So I was like, all right, well, let's just grab a 4-pack and see if she'll eat them. I know the dog will eat anything. Like I can give Oreo anything the cat eats, and Oreo will eat it. So like worst case scenario, I just use the rest on Oreo and he'd be happier than a pig and shit. So we bought all those squeezy tubes, and I tried to do it like on the commercial where they like squeeze it and let the cat have some, but Scampers wasn't. Scampers was just looking at me like, bro, no, I'm not doing that. So that was out of the question. Yeah, you see the gas price here, $1.94 and they forgot to turn the thing on. That means they're asking for more than the pump ahead, which is Mr. Gas, and they're $1.94.4. So it's 0.2 of a cent cheaper there. I could have went to the reserve tonight and got gas at a lot cheaper rate, but I kind of wanted to get some Canadian Tire money. And right now, for Canadian Tire members, you get double times the reward. So for, instead of $75 giving me $1.40 in Canadian Tire, I made $3.80. Was it worth it for the money that I could have saved on gas by going to the reserve and paying $1.60 for a liter? Probably. Probably not. Definitely not. That's 30 cents a liter. And I put 30 liters in, so that's $9. I literally blew $6 just to get some fake money that I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Whatever, it's okay. I'll never financially recover from it, but I'm okay. Everything is okay. We are good here. Thanks for coming out, guys. Really appreciate it. So we can go home and see if that print's working, or see if I made a Spider-Man mess. That's what I call it when the print job goes nuts and it gets stringy and messy. I want to print off some more of those swim bait molds so I can do 4 at a time, and that way there I can make a bag of those and bring them with me. But I want to do those in like silver. I was gonna do a laminate where you do like a white belly, silver body, black top, but you can't do that with the PLA because you got to heat it. It's got to be a heated surface. You got to keep the friggin', like, it works better in an aluminum mold because you can heat it on a flat top, and it won't work with mine because if I put mine on a heated flat top, it's just gonna friggin' turn into a pile of poop. So no good, no dice. And then I know people are probably saying hit it with a heat gun. Well, same effect. It'll just melt the friggin' mold. It'll bring it to a liquid state, and then we'll be out molds. But anyway, I'll just make solid color swim baits. They work just as good. Anyway, guys, I'm almost home. I'll talk to you when I get there. All right, guys, I'm an idiot. I was all like, I'll talk to you when I get home, and then I realized there was one more thing I wanted to pick up. Beer for the weekend, so I don't have to go to the beer store tomorrow night on a Friday. I can just go home after work and enjoy life. So we're gonna go to the beer store right now and pick up a case. Well, probably not a case. We're gonna grab some beers because even though it's only a 2-day weekend this weekend, that 2-4 lasted me way too long. I still have some of that left. So yeah, it's this road here that the Trans Am is stubborn on, and you can see the indentations in the road from all the big heavy transports and shit. So the and I can even feel it in the truck that she's trying to pull a little bit, but not really, because the truck has better steering components than the Trans Am. You can really feel the motion of the tires pulling towards the center gullies. The Trans Am really struggles on here. Like other streets I drive on, she's friggin' fine, but I get her on these back roads and she drives like just horrible. The back roads, these main roads, and she drives horrible. But like my buddy Joe is saying, no, Adam, that's just the way these cars were. You probably never noticed it before because you're driving jalopies, but then you got a good car now, and you don't realize that this is. It's been a long time since I drove the Trans Am, to be honest. So it could just be fine. I might not even need to put any money into it. I do want to have friggin' hood struts though, and I do want to fix that power leak. I'm hoping they're right about the weather. On Saturday I can get out there and get the friggin' voltmeter in line with the ground cable, see where the friggin' parasitic draw is, and start tugging fuses and finding it, figuring out what it is, and then locking it down. Seeing the condition of, sorry, I had the window down because I had the friggin' heater on in here and it was so toasty. I thought that was a fart can, buddy. Just got an exhaust leak. Cheapest exhaust mod ever. You want your car to sound louder? Just let your exhaust rot out. But no, seriously, Saturday, if it's nice out, we're probably going to target the Trans Am and get down to that parasitic draw. Let's solve that problem, you know? It's driving me crazy. Like, I should be able to drive my car whenever the hell I want. And it was never like this. Like, when I lived with my parents, it was never like this. It's after, God, it started in 2010, 2011. Remember the one day I went out to start it, it was like the snow finally came off it and everything was great. And I went to go start it and there's no balls, like nothing. Battery was flat. I thought, okay, well, it was winter. I charged it back up, but then I let it sit for 2 weeks doing nothing. Battery once again, flat. So I was like, what the hell is really going on with this car? Like, what's really going on right now? What is causing this drain? And the headlight motor failed on me, so I replaced both headlight motors in the front with Fiero pop-up headlight motors, which is the same damn part. The window motors failed on me. I thought it was the switch. I bought brand new switches. That wasn't the problem. So then I had to buy brand new window motors. Turns out the window motors for the Jesus, Murphy, man. That trailer got pretty close to my car. Seeing how the, I love the fact that the window motors for my Trans Am are the same ones the Pontiac G6 used. So it was like, are there. And the best part is I looked up the window motors again, and you can still get them because they're still used in production cars nowadays. Same damn friggin' motors. Oh, I probably could have went in there, but even though it says do not enter, that truck did it, so why can't I? I drive a truck. That makes it legal, right? Hey, look, a dope shop. There's like 50,000 of them, just like it in town. They all sell the same thing. Oh, but there's different strains. Whatever. There's only 2 strains I know of, Indica and Sativa. You can give them all these stupid names like AK-47 and Diamond Kush and Afghan Kush and like Mom's Gelato and all this other stupid names, but in the end, you smoke them, you get stupid. At least that's how it worked for me, man. Way better than melatonin for sleeping. Way better. So you're gonna hit the pipe, pass out, wake up the next day, no hangover. Life was good. Well, not really. The solution was to work out. My doctor should have prescribed me a gym membership instead of a weed license, but whatever. Anyway, that guy's got in the back of his truck what I want. Freaking 4-wheeler, one day. But right now, let's go get some beer. Bray back. Holy crap, going to the beer store and I'm like, I know exactly what I want, and there's a lady in front of me buying a 6-pack of Molson's and literally paying in dimes and nickels. Like, holy shit. She's like, oh yeah, it's $9.95, and she's like, friggin' just sitting there going through all of her crack change trying to friggin', oh, here, I'll let you go, bud. I don't know who designed this new parking lot, but obviously they snort their breakfast because, man, it is garbage. So much better the way it was before. You got to go into that one location, drive in front of the grocery store where people are walking in front of you. Like, whose dumb idea was that? Whoever it was, they should friggin' quit engineering and take up the art of flipping burgers. Not to be disrespecting burger flippers, I appreciate your profession. I just can't partake anymore because I get really fat when I do. Hashtag easy gainer. Hell, I can put on weight smelling somebody else's McDonald's, for crying out loud. So I was like, he's like, oh, we got a deal on 2.4s, a Slim and Clear 2.0. And I'm like, you know what? Frig it. I'll take a 2.4. Like, whatever. Give me a twofer. I'll take a twofer. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. If I don't drink it all this weekend, I'll drink it next weekend. Because I don't drink during the week. I only drink on the weekends. That's my rule. And if it's a stream night, I tend to drink heavily. Haven't done a stream night in a while. I haven't really felt up to it. I might do one tomorrow night, but by the time this video comes out, it's too late. I've been really watching this one guy, Ambiguous Amphibian, mainly because he's playing an old game that Logie and I used to play called Project Zomboid. It's he based it around like the Sims type animation, but you're a guy surviving it's like day 1 of the Z attack, like the zombies just arrived, day 1. And you're trying to survive, so you can push zombies over, you can find weapons, you can find all sorts of different gear, you can bushcraft, you can head off, you can survive how you want to survive. You can either go into the main city and deal with the hordes, or you can head to the outskirts and bushcraft yourself a camp and hide out and see how long you can survive on your own. You know, you can forage for food, or you can, scavenge for food. You can grow your own food, you can start farming. I remember when I played with Logie, it was hilarious. I found some ramen noodles and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try and cook these on your stove. And then I cooked them and, oh, Jesus. Oh, don't run to pick it up or anything. Jesus, Murphy. You can scavenge for food and all. But I remember the ramen noodles. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and cook these, and I cooked them up on the stove. And I thought I turned the stove off, but I didn't. Now they had this great big farmhouse. They called it Herschel's Farm from The Walking Dead. I totally burnt that sea sucker to the ground. Oh my God, friggin' Logie never let me down about that ever since we were gaming together. And he's like, hey, you remember that time on Project Zomboid when you burnt down our farmhouse? You were on the game for like 2 hours and you wrecked everything? And I'm like, yeah, good times. It was fun. It's not like I did it on purpose. I was like new to the game. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Logie's like, oh, you got to turn on the stove before you can friggin' cook it. I'm like, okay. Did you turn off the stove? I'm pretty sure I did. No, I didn't. Totally left it running. Burnt the sea sucker right down. Whoops. No. Just a video game, wasn't real life. It's all right. But they've been putting a lot of new updates into that. That and another game I've been playing called Forts. I don't know if you heard about it. It's kind of like Worms, but you build a fort and then you got to like buy weapons and put them inside. And it's that whole like angle and velocity type game where And they got different guns, like they have some that actually use angle and velocity because they have a drop to them. Then they got some other ones that are just straight beam weapons that'll just rip the shit out of things. And you can build your base out of multiple metals and woods and stuff and protect it, put up force fields against lasers and things. Pretty cool game, it's pretty fun. It's kind of like I said, like Worms, except for you're defending a nuclear reactor rather than a worm. All in all, real cool game. I think it's on sale right now on Steam too. Could be wrong. But it's really fun. I like it a lot. And it is multiplayer, obviously, because it's like Worms. Anyway, this time, guys, I'm heading home. I'll see you when I get there. All right, guys. Well, oh yeah, these are those things that I got for Scampers. They're called Squeeze Ups by Delectables. Oh shit, it's a variety pack? Oh no, I didn't know that. 5 with chicken, 5 with tuna? Oh no. Okay, well, Oreo's gonna get some. I can't give her chicken. She'll die. Well, she won't die. She'll just lick all of her fur off. I guess once in a while it won't hurt. But it's like me, when I was allergic to peanut butter. Oh, once in a while it won't hurt. Eat a peanut butter cookie, die to death. Good times. Anyway, let's go see how this print is doing. See if I made a mess or not. What do you want? What? What are you doing? He's like feather dusting the box. All right, let's get the hell in there. Let's go see if we got a mess. Oh no, it's actually sticking. Sweet. So what's funny is if you look on the bed where the holes are, it lines up perfectly with the gear because these go underneath and that's how it works. I'm only using 15% infill because I really don't need much infill to support a GoPro. And I totally forgot the bag downstairs. Jesus, Murphy. Pull up, Adam. Come, Stumpy. I like how he just plows through my leg like it's not even there. Like he totally thinks he's a bulldozer. What are you doing?
Mouse, 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 mouse.
She had enough of my shit. All right, let's go down. Careful. Freaking cat goes flying around the corner like crazy. Sitting there today, I'm doing friggin' arm curls. I'm like, man, either I've gotten weaker or this has gotten heavier. And then I looked and realized when Nikki and her son were down, he swapped out my, I had 15-pound plates in there. I was only curling 30 pounds, but I was doing 50 reps and then 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Like we're basically right to failure on every other set. So the first one's 50 reps at 30-pound curls. And then you go right to failure. And I was like, holy crap, I hit 20 and I was completely gassed. And I'm like, what's going on? He took the friggin' 15s off, put the 25s on. So it's like an extra 20 pounds on there that I wasn't anticipating. I'm actually impressed. I did 20 of them back to back because before with the 50 pounds, I was only able to get like 10 in. The 11th one was a struggle. The 12th one was a half a rep. I'm gonna plug you guys in because you're about ready to die. Well, not you guys are gonna die, but like the camera is. And I'll chime back in later. All right, guys, we are done our print of the mount for this freaking GoPro on the Ender 3. A little bit rough around the edges, but I did some research and figured out how to fix that. I just got to print up some modules for the old print head here to get some better fan extrusion, and we'll be ready to rock. But this should do pretty good. So let's grab the old... See, I got the GoPro kit out here. I grabbed myself a nut. I grabbed myself a thing. Let's grab the old spatula and peel that sea sucker off the print bed. Been doing a lot of research on fine printing because this here was supposed to be a pic of Mackenzie Drive and it didn't print any detail. So I kind of got a little upset by that. Like, what did I do wrong? So where's my little pocket knife here? Because that's what I've been using to get this friggin' spatula underneath. Beauty. So here is, like, the underbelly looks a little rough, but I don't give a shit because you're not going to see that part. This is literally going to mount right here. GoPro Session's going to sit on top of it. Let her rip, tater chip. So I'm going to go ahead and do myself a solid and mount that right friggin' meow. All right, there we go. Bed's all leveled, friggin' mounted, ready to rock. So not tonight, but probably some other day. I want to print some GoPro mini mounts and some GoPro Wi-Fi mounts, because we got to get Wi-Fi out to the garage, and there's only one way to do it. That's to get that router into a window so it can broadcast. Anyway, guys, this is going to be it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.